And we're on. Hello. Decided that regardless of how good or bad my recording skills are, I'm not going to edit it, so apologies if there's anything unnecessary in this video. I did have a little YouTube channel for a giggle, but I failed miserably because of the editing, so I'm not editing anymore. But it's on YouTube. There you go. See, that's a good example of what I would or should edit out. So this is a new YouTube channel, and it's for this channel called For DMC. DMC stands for Danny Mavor Challenge. This is an introductory on basically what the challenge is all about for anybody who doesn't know, and I'll give you a quick, maybe you might be able to see, I can't see what you can see, but this is where I live. Sunny, old Erskine. I say old because this building hasn't been, but the hospital has been around since 1916. But don't worry, this isn't a history lesson. So, but I've come out in my little spot, my little grassy verge, my little garden, my little safe haven where I come to get my zen, centre myself, and get away from everybody and noises and a heads up, might be getting my own gaff. I call that a gaff because the chances of me getting 5 minutes to myself go slim to none, because it's a cranky wee bungalow just on the outskirts of the hospital, so no doubt the boysies will just be trooping right through the door, making themselves at home, eating me out of house and home, feet up in the chairs a lot, and abusing the old garden that looks like the old Patrick Hill. It's absolutely beautiful. Probably get round to doing a little tour if I get the house, if social work get their finger out their arse and give me a care package that I need, not want, need, which should conclude of 24 hours. Not that I want it. I'd rather have my own space, my own time, my own life, but I need to share it with people, not strangers at the start, but that's the way life is now. But yeah, Glasgow City Council, Glasgow City Council, if you're watching, finger out. Erskine have been kind enough to offer me a beautiful little bungalow, and they're holding on to it for a short period of time, waiting on the outcome of Glasgow City Council deciding on 24-hour care budget. And then I need to transfer over to Renfrewshire Council, so I need to wait on their decision. So it's for politics that I've decided, you know what, it's far too painful and stressful. So thank God, bless my British Limbless Ex-Servicemen Association, they've thankfully jumped on board and they're helping me a lot. I've had loads of help along the way. It's just nothing to do with the help. It's literally like banging your head against a wall trying to get anything out of social work. Rant over. So, roll DMC, introduction to DMC, Danny Mavor Challenge. At first it was a little pea in a pod. When I first came out of my accident and I wanted to be different in a wheelchair. I'm definitely different and a lot more ways than one, but I just can't sit around just staring into space, you know, watching my life pass before me. So I need to challenge myself, whether that be small challenges, medium challenges, or large challenges. I would class the first challenge to be pretty small to medium, maybe verging on more medium, just due to the simplicity of what I think will be pretty simple. Bicycle route, cycle route even, same thing. To and from Land's End to John O'Groats, or John O'Groats to Land's End, whatever I decide, or whatever decided amongst the team, or whatever suggested and makes more sense. So that's the first challenge, but I'm not doing it in this lovely Westmark issued wheelchair. I'm doing it on a custom built buggy / ATV, and this isn't just going to be, you know, a little roll cage with wheels and a couple of batteries and motors. It's not that there would be anything wrong with that, and it would probably do the job, but because of who I have on board, and I'll get to how I have these people on board in a minute, but because of who I have on board, I think pushing the boundaries and making something pretty special, designing it first from the start, is going to be the exciting part. Having different people on board, engineering companies, Strathclyde University, and to be exact, AFRC, Advanced Form and Research Centre. So it's an, you know, exactly what I said, breaking boundaries and an innovative department of Strathclyde University. So I'm looking forward to working with these guys, as well as Glenhead Engineering, who are going to be basically supplying the materials, not every material, but probably 80% of the materials, including some of the lightest materials that are out there, some of the toughest materials that are out there. So, but it wouldn't have been possible without the Golden Friendships Club in Clydebank, or more precise, Dalmuir, I think it is. And Jim McLaren is, you know, kind of meeting Jim was through, again, I'm come back to my friend Stephen Howe. So the whole thing, the idea was, like I said, just an idea, and it was never going to be such a big exploration or expedition, should I say. It was only going to be me buying something that done the job, and starting small and working my way up, but kind of landed on my feet running, excuse the pun. And you know, Stephen, friends with Jim, and Jim's, you know, friends / close business partners, alongside who I mentioned before, Glenhead Engineering, and Glenhead work closely with, quite rightly so, AFRC, so it all kind of made sense. And before I knew it, building something that custom, that I'm designing on my own, not on my own, but I'm designing with everyone's advice, and I guaranteed we'll be sitting back and letting professionals take the reins on some things, because, you know, I'll be designing things that look good and sound good and go fast. So but I'll no doubt be stopped in my tracks with a few things, but hey ho, we'll see how we get on with that. So yeah, it's happened through friends of friends, and then, you know, just people being nice and fundraising is a big part of what I'm going to be doing, not just for me in this build and the first venture, which is Land's End to John O'Groats, or John O'Groats to Land's End, but, you know, for the future, because I plan on turning DMC, Danny Mavor Challenge, into almost an events company, or a limited individual effort where myself and a small team will create challenges or find challenges to do all over the world, starting from home, working the way out probably, and then putting this machine to the test. But while I do that, I'll be sticking a charity on top of it. So I'll be saying, so anything close to my heart or close to other people's hearts that makes sense, things that people need to raise money for, you know. Yeah, I'll just be picking charities and raising money for them. So getting the plan off the ground is going to be helped hugely by Golden Friendships, having race nights or charity nights, and the money raised at these events is going to help build the vehicle. It's also going to help fund transport up and down the country, maybe some private care and medical attention up and down the country, and yeah, so I really don't know how it's all going to pan out, but it's exciting. And so I can assure you, anybody that's watching in that's involved with fundraising, or all these beautiful souls out there that have been adding to the GoFundMe, the money, your money, will be put to good use. And when such times as the device or the machine or the equipment, whatever it turns out to be, I don't know, this thing might even be able to fly, I don't know, or it could turn out to be a soapbox challenge number, I'm not really sure. Then the money spared could be maybe setting up some sort of transport and a trailer to get the ATV, we'll call it, from A to B to do challenges. But ultimately, after that, funds raised will be going towards said charity, selected charity, whatever it may be. I'm not going to name any because there's so many out there, but, you know, starting maybe closer to home, people that have helped me get on my feet again, pardon the pun, people that have helped me get thus far, and again for the future, people that are going to be helping me get things on the go. And then it'll be more aimed at spinal cord injuries, and then, you know, reaching out a wee bit further, things that are, you know, that are affecting everybody's lives: cancer, brain damage, you know, dementia, you know, children's charities, anything. So the good thing is that I get to test myself, challenge myself, and at the same time raise money for people. That's a big deal for me, a really big deal. And, you know, money doesn't make the world go round, but it does help things happen. But you know, personally, you know, if there's enough to feed me and enough to keep a roof over my head, as long as I'm inspiring people, helping people, I think, you know, without sounding like an absolute cheeseball, that's a bigger paycheck you're going to get. So that's the plan. I don't know if I've missed anything out, but that's what DMC kind of stands for, Danny Mavor Challenge. It's not just, for me it'll be big challenges, because I'm a bit of a bonehead like that, you know. I don't like doing things in half measures, hence the reason why I'm stuck in this chair. Plus, it might be smaller challenges, you know. Just sometimes just getting up in the morning, that's not, obviously can't raise money for that, but that if people are going to, if anyone ever wants to help when I'm raising funds for a particular charity, you don't need to go climbing Munros, you don't need to go jumping at helicopters or planes or doing crazy stuff. You know, sometimes for a challenge for somebody's just getting out of your bed and facing the day, and I want that to be you know, highlighted, that anyone willing to help and join DMC in terms of raising funds, just getting up as a challenge, then make it known, you know, raise awareness that depression, these are all challenges to go over. I've certainly visited depression and suicidal thoughts more times than I care to count or remember since I've been in this wheelchair, never mind my whole life. I'm going to reverse into the sun. We wheel spin. So aye, don't know if I've missed anything out. If I have, this is down maybe behind me is my little garden where I sit. You probably can't see it, but there's little flowers and the odd wee oldie that comes out and you get a wee chatting. Alright, I might have heard the stories every day, but sometimes you need reminding every day that life's a struggle sometimes, and some of these people in here, most of these people in here, have been through the mill and back in terms of struggles, but they're all smiling, they're all still happy. Some of them are not, but hey ho, that's what happens in life. Sometimes the struggles just put absolute miserable faces on you, and that's another challenge, just smiling. Anyway, thanks for watching. I don't know how long this video is going to last, or has lasted. I'm hopefully going to just try and do like little 10-minute videos. The last time I got too obsessed with editing and cutting mistakes out and things that I didn't like, or look, you know, imperfections, or I didn't like the look of me then or that, and I'm like, you know, I actually don't care. So this is raw footage with no edits. I'm not even going to put it through any editing software. I'm just going to upload it straight onto YouTube, and hopefully the raw footage shines through and people like it, the updates. I'm going to continue just to update. So what day is it? Sunday. So it's Sunday the, can't tell you the date, but this week coming I'm meeting with Glenhead and Tetraplegic University on Thursday. And that's when all the unis and stuff are starting to come back for holidays, which means we might start getting some designs put onto paper, or ideas thrown out there, and everybody collectively comes together to try and decide what this thing is going to look like and do and take on the challenges. Because personally I want it to go to the other end of the world and back twice, minus whatever's hitting the summit, so I won't ruin any surprises, but you know, summits of some mountains and you know, maybe even 30 odd degrees or 40 odd degrees of other places, as long as I'm challenging myself and I'm challenging the chair. I don't want to break the chair, but I want to challenge it. I want to test it to its limits. I hope you're not watching, Mum, but she can only imagine what I'm going to do in it. I just don't want to expose her to the truths just yet. Somebody else's wally's in tonight. But on that note, I'm going to go before I say any more, or just turn this into an editable video. So thanks for watching. Keep tuned in. I don't know how often I'll make the wee updates, but hopefully one a week, just to let people know where their money's going. Let people know how the build's coming on. Let people know who I've met, who I've spoke to, where it's going, how quick it's going, progress of me moving out of Erskine. Not that that's well, I've just been here too long. I need my own headquarters. So it's exciting times ahead. Pain relief, that's another video on the fact that living with chronic pain every single day of your life. If you can relate, leave a wee comment in the comments below. If it's nerve pain, I would like to hear your story and how you come upon having to suffer nerve pain, and if you're finding ways of getting out of it, because I'm all ears for that stuff. Anyway, I shall go, and thanks for watching, and yeah, keep looking out for the next video. Hopefully a little bit more content in terms of the build, which is what this channel's all about at the minute. And so thank you and goodbye. GoPro, stop recording.